Welcome to the Phipps, where the North Shore Artists League is having a show beginning May 12th through July 9th called Living on the Edge. Welcome to our two gallery spaces. I'm going to walk through just to introduce you to pieces that I hope you'll come out on your own and experience it. These pieces are called The Rhythm of the Edge 1 and 2 by Linda Rickles-Baudry. And as we come into the studio, you'll see Betsy Bowen's beautiful pottery. This is called Vanishing Act. And these are called Water, Wind, and Ice 1 and 2. Go around this way, you will see Waiting for Spring by Deborah Birkeland, a watercolor. And then we have by Nancy Helmstead Seton, Into the Light, Fused Glass. Up here we have Lee Ross, Storm's Edge, followed by Kim Dayton's Boreal 2. Then we have Rachel Ray Kessner's Waiting for It to Begin, 2-piece.
So what are we going to do with these?
We come over here and we have some wonderful ceramic boxes by Catherine Reeves and butterflies. And then this is called The Voyage by Gina Adams. This piece is by Marty Mullen, The Silence of Winter's End. It's a watercolor called Tumultuous Wave by Deborah Birkeland. In this corner we have some beautiful fused glass, blue ice, and red lava by Lisa Grover. Up here we have a piece by Sally Dawson. This is a kimono, which is called The Phoenix. Next to that, we have two pieces by Kathy Fox Weinberg, Scorched Earth, oil on canvas, and Up Close and Personal on the Edge of Extinction. And this piece is done by Scylla Walford. It is Chickens Come Home to Roost, a watercolor. You can see that there's another kimono hanging by Sally Dawson. This one is called Golden Warrior. And we have these beautiful quilt artistic pieces by Mary Matthews, which hang both sides. Incredible work. Before we go on that wall, we'll go take this wall, which is some more wonderful pieces. The Little Bear is Please Save Me by Catherine Reeves. We have a ceramic bowl by Terry Luce on the edge, and Nancy Hempstead Seton's Two Pines. Up here, an incredible piece as well. And this is by Kathy Fox Weinberg. Her amazing bear on the Edge of Extinction series. Back here we have a painting by Jim Ellis, Hollow Rock. This is more fused glass by Lisa Grover. This is called Caribbean Blues. Scylla Walford, North Shore Landscape, watercolor. Jim Ellis, North Shore, oil on canvas. Greg Mueller, incredible piece called Space Between the Breaths 3. And another Jim Ellis, Balancing Rock, oil and canvas. Back here we have The Last Kimono by Sally, which is called, oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name, let me look. It's called Sunday Morning. Yeah. And here is Kat Gabrielson's How Far Is the Door Open? And her other piece over here is called Why.
Like the benches, because benches do not have to be in here, but you guys are kind of, it felt to me like you guys were placing those a little bit.
And we have this piece by Maxine Linehan, Loop de Loop. These three wonderful pieces by Betsy Bowen. Birch and Spring, White Pine Hiking Trail, and Cedars on the River. Here we have The Loon Family by Nancy Helmstead Seton, Fused Glass. And Lee and Dan Ross, Bridge, a monoprint. Over here we have Mary Beebe's in Iridescence, fused iridescent glass on a handcrafted metal stand. Maxine Linehan's wonderful Dreamscape Totem, mixed media on panel. And Mary Beebe's blue glass basket, fused transparent glass. Which is next to Marty Mullen's other wonderful piece, Winter Twilight in oil pastel. And Terry Lewis's Absolute Edge. I believe Terry Lewis also did the half moon that I showed you by the bear. And this is Dancing Sky in acrylic by Deborah. Now we're going to go into the second gallery that we have.
And he implemented some really great changes, and I think staff was feeling we were on really good track and stuff. So
and this is another Maxine Linehan. This is called Wired. Another Greg Mueller. And his series Space Between the Breaths 2. Next to Kim Dayton's wonderful piece, Rose Cliffs. Next to Marty Mullins, After the Storm. And Pat Hagen's Mosaic, On the Edge of Change. On the pedestal here we have Jerry Pearson's Breakup in the fused glass platter. And we have Natalie Sabana's Water Stoneware. Here's Patricia Hagen's Storm Brewing. And Kim Dayton's John Elk Fire. Robin Penner has some beautiful mannequins of wonderful clothing. Fancy Woman, woodland strap dress with sleeves. And woolen, linen, cotton, leather, silk, glass bead, and copper. Ribbon Woman. That's next to a beautiful, wonderful piece by Neil Shervin. This is called Winter Remains. Then we have another one by Lee Ross. This is Peering Over the Edge. And two incredible, big, beautiful pieces here by Greg Mueller. And they are called Space Between the Breaths 4 and 5. And then we have Linda Rickles Bowdry's wonderful The Edge of the Familiar in pastel and mixed media. And finally on our pedestals here we have this beautiful bowl by Jerry Person, Skyland and Sea. And over here we have Kat Gabrielson's What Happened to My Life. Mary Beebe's Edge of Spring, and Jerry Person's Tree Line. An amazing, amazing place, an amazing show. We're right next to another artist who does amazing wood. And I thought I'd show you this so you could see how this beautiful, beautiful gallery looks out over St. Croix River and the town of Hudson, Wisconsin. Hope you'll take a chance to drive up and see this for yourself, because photos cannot capture how incredibly beautiful it is. Thank you. Hope you can come. Happy arting.